Say hello, welcome to the Young Blood Podcast. Ay,
Episode ons
ons, once,
11.
12, 13, 11, 12, 13, right?
Yes.
Oh yeah, this is in Spanish. Wait, is it?
This is French. It's French.
Oh, French is ons.
Yeah.
Oh, Spanish is once.
Once.
Dang. Once.
And in
Once.
French, it's 11, 12, 13. It's ons, dos, tres.
Oh, whoa. That's
For you?
For me, yeah.
Once.
Once, donce, trece.
Oh, that's that. That's
Oh,
similar.
dude. All right, welcome to this episode. So we're just gonna start off with the
banger
the
of
banger,
the week.
the banger of the week.
Is it gonna be Jake Paul?
No.
Is it gonna be Logan Paul again?
No, it's gonna be Mr. Gates and Mrs. Gates. Bro, so if you guys don't know, they got divorced, which was pretty surprising.
Yes.
But I don't know why, like when I saw Jerry News, like you follow Jerry News, was it there? I didn't even know.
No, I don't. But it was just funny to see all these tabloids instead of talking about a celebrity divorce. Well, they're sort of celebrities.
They are celebrities, bro. It's Bill and Melinda Gates.
I mean,
Gosh dang.
if you look at the interviews, they look like the ideal husband and
Yeah.
wife.
Dude,
And-
even the foundation, man. Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation.
Yeah.
Which
It's
like
not Bill Foundation. It's not Melinda. It's Bill
and Melinda. And
Foundation.
like, dude, like, you know Bill, right? He
Yeah.
donates all of his like personal like
Yeah, well,
wealth to like the foundation, like
Yeah.
70%.
Yeah.
And dude, just imagine the amount of money does as
Dude,
Melinda
that's
had, bro.
what everyone has been talking about this week. The fact that the divorce it's basically the whole divorce is actually more complicated than people think because separating that amount of wealth is
Is a lot.
it's a doozy, dude.
How much did Jeff Bezos' wife get?
Like I don't
Remember?
know how much exactly, but she became.
But she didn't get. She didn't get half. She got half too, right?
She got like 30 to 40%, which was enough to make her the number, I think, three richest woman in the world. Or
Dang.
two.
So wait, if
Or number one, I think.
Number
I'm
one.
not sure.
So if Melinda gets like this, like the settlement, like already like half the worth, half like the money of Bill Gates,
I think
then
she's gonna be number
the
one.
richest.
Yep, she's gonna be
It's
number one.
crazy, yo. Or like I don't understand these billionaires. Like, why didn't they sign a prenup when they get married? Like I don't understand.
That's
like,
a good question. Well, I'm not sure if Bill was that big when they got married. Like they got married. Oh no. I think Bill was already big with Microsoft.
yeah, they're already big. So
I
I
mean,
don't
they,
understand.
they were falling in love. Mal. They weren't thinking about prenup. They were thinking about their marriage and how it's gonna be forever.
Yo,
you know.
TBH, if I know that I'm gonna be the shit and I'm gonna make a lot of guac and a lot of money in the future, I don't give a shit who my wife is. I have to sign a prenup, man. I want my money. I don't want to share my wealth. So
Hey,
yeah, bro.
ladies, you heard that?
Yeah, bro. Sorry. Like honestly, to my future wife, I would say like, yo, if I ever like become a millionaire or a billionaire, better. Man, I'm sorry. I want my guac. I could give like around 5%, but like that's it. That's like 10%. But if I wasn't a billionaire,
Yeah.
and if I was a normal person, like if I don't make a 7-figure income, of course like prenup is not necessary. Like it's all about the love and affection. Psych, I lied. I'm kidding. No.
But honestly though, I think. Okay, I'm reading the article right now. So,
Oh.
Bill Gates right now is number 4 in the billionaire.
Yeah, he's number 4.
Yeah, he has like a net worth of $124
Billion.
billion dollars.
Yeah, man, dude, that's a lot of guac. You know?
That, dude, can you picture $1 million? That's already a lot, right?
Yeah.
Picture something that's. Wait, if there's 100, there's 1,000. Picture something 10,000 of a million.
Yeah.
If my math is right, that's how much Bill Gates is worth.
I know, dude. Like he's a rich guy, and just like imagine I guess 124 billion, and that's divided by 2. That's like around like 60 It's like $60 billion, man. What are you gonna do with $60 billion? Even Lil Uzi, all right. One of his lyrics, Lil Uzi Verse lyrics is I'm 5'7", but with my money I'm 6'6". You know, like that's just like like thousands of dollars.
Oh my
Like
God,
imagine if it's Bill
bro.
Gates. Yo, like how tall is Bill Gates? Like he's probably like 5'11", right?
No, he's like so. Yeah, he's 5'11". Yep.
He's
You're
5'11".
actually pretty accurate. He is 5'11".
He's 5'11", so it was like, hey, I'm 5'11", but with my money, you know, I'm 50 feet or something.
Wait, no. Well, this is actually crazy. So, if you multiply $1 million with
Yeah.
10,000, that's a
Yeah.
lot. So imagine you have a room of cash that in one suitcase is $1 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. 10,000 suitcase. I thought that was 100 billion, right?
Yeah.
That's only 10 billion. So you gotta add another zero.
Yeah.
So it's 100,000 of $1 million.
Sheesh, yo, dude.
Wait. I'm making sure the math right now. But
So, well, how much are these? How much is the dollars? Like, is this in tens or like in like ones?
no. So what
In
I'm-
hundreds?
No. So I'm saying is, if you want to reach Bill Gates' wealth, which is
Yeah.
$124 billion, you're gonna have to make at least 100,000 of $1 million.
Damn,
Let
bro.
that sink in, dude.
Yeah, bro. That's
So
insane.
even if you make $1 million every day,
Yeah.
from the day you're born to the day you die, you won't reach
You won't reach.
his wealth.
You won't reach, man. You won't reach.
Don't reach, bro.
Don't reach. And now, with the divorce settlement, it's half of that, but that's still a lot. And one of my friends, Jason Hariono,
That is so funny.
he had a story. So basically, he was DMing Melinda Gates straight up the bat. Yo, shouts out my legend. It's like, and then like the caption is like, yo, I gotta get that 0.0001%. It's like, yo, hey, I think he trying, bro.
Hey.
Hey, you can't. Hey, you know what? I'll do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I gotta change the guac. Hey, yo, Melinda Gates, if you're listening to this, I'm single.
And ready to mingle.
Ready to mingle. You know what I'm saying? God dang it. Yo, like,
Hey, Ma, go shoot your shot, bro. Shoot your
yo,
shot.
I bet every guy is shooting their shot at Melinda Gates right now. Like, I can see like a lot of guys just like hitting her up in the DMs, just sliding the DMs. They're not sliding in Kylie Jenner's. They're not sliding in Kendall. No,
Yep.
they're sliding at Melinda Gates.
Yep. But you know what, dude? I'm reading this article right now. Apparently, their children is not gonna inherit most of the money.
No cap.
No cap, dude. I think most of it is gonna go to the foundation.
Oh.
So, they are getting, but around 20. I don't know. Oh, okay. So in 2014, they each got like $10 million, but that's just like nothing compared to how much their family is worth.
Yeah, dude.
But hey, props to them, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I already knew this. Like, it's been like a history of like Bill Gates not giving his money to children because he really wants to like educate his children to become better people. But if I was like his kid, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Hey, Daddy, I want.
hey,
the
Daddy,
guac.
I want that guac.
I want that guac.
I want that guac.
Okay, Ma, dude, this is our 11th episode. I've never seen you this ecstatic talking about an individual. And transitioning to the next topic of our conversation in this podcast, what is it with society
And billionaires, bro.
and our obsession with billionaires?
Billionaires, bro. I mean, there's a lot of misconceptions and not misconception. I would say like a lot of people nowadays don't like billionaires. Every time I go to like an article or I will go to Reddit or and then like a YouTube video of like billionaires, there's always so much hate towards billionaires. And people are like, yeah, they have a lot of money. Why don't they why don't they just share to the world?
Mhm.
Animal hunger. But it's not that simple, bro. And I'm just like net worth, right?
Yep.
And people really like think that
Yeah,
net
they-
worth is what
They always use net worth
Net
to
measure wealthiness.
measure
right?
wealthiness. Oh, and what's your take on that?
And so like people say like people would think that net worth is like, okay, how much money they have in their checkings. Like they have 120, like Bill Gates,
Yep.
$124 billion, but it's not.
Hmm.
Net worth is a measure of assets
Okay.
that they have. So they don't have like 124 billion in their checkings. That's insane, right? But no, that's how much he's like how much things that he has and how much
It's
those things
worth.
are worth when like they sell. Like
Mm-hmm.
when Bill Gates 124 billion can be from, mostly is Microsoft,
Yeah, the stocks.
stocks, Microsoft. So
Yep.
like they don't have that, and we don't really know like their actual like we don't know how much they have in their
But
pockets.
yeah, we never. How could we? Like
How
we.
could we, bro?
Yeah.
Like how much did they take from the bank like every single year? We don't know, but yeah, when even if you sell like all those assets for cash, like if you liquidify all the net worth, bro, it's gonna be financial ruin for the world. Like if you kind of think about it,
And
like
there's also a saying like, let's say, Elon Musk, like he's like at one point he was like the richest billionaire
hmm
due to the
he
hike
still is,
in.
right?
I think it's back to Bezos
Back to
because
Bezos. Oh, it's a race.
Tesla dipped.
Hey,
Tesla
okay.
dipped
Oh, dang. Okay, okay.
by the dip mall.
Dang.
Yeah, and then he said like, "Hey, I'm not actually worth that much because if I sell 10 to 15%, or no, if I sell 80% of my stocks so that I can get that amount of money in my checkings,
hmm
by the time I sell 5% of it, there will be already a market panic, and his stocks won't be worth as much. So
Yeah.
as he's selling his stocks, his net worth dips. So it's if I would give an analogy, it's like you have all of these bags of gold that measures your net worth.
Yeah.
Bag of each like gold bar is worth like $10.
hmm
But as you're selling the gold bars to get cash, it becomes worth less and less and less. Like it becomes 8, 6, 7, 5, 4, and at one point like probably close to zero. So again, yeah, it'll cost financial ruin. You know.
It's called yeah, of course, cost financial ruin because like, you know, like Tesla, like big companies such as Tesla, Microsoft, Amazon, if like yeah, like
If
if
they tank, the economy tanks.
the economy tanks because it's already like so it's already like in the system, it's
Yep.
like already in like the web of businesses because I if you can think of it, everything connects with each other,
Yep.
like Amazon, if it doesn't have to be like the stocks, but like it's gonna be like financial ruin to like the people who
Has
have
Amazon?
businesses
Yep.
in Amazon, like in the marketplace. So like I mean you gotta be
But so
easy
so
on these.
so what point are you trying to say? Are you saying it's like if even if these billionaires give out their money, it's not gonna be a positive impact? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's maybe like a fraction, mostly not a big fraction, but like if they actually like having like all this money, and they were to sell it like to like world hunger, it'll like it's not a great impact to the economy. So, but that's why they have like these billionaires have these foundations, and like my next point is that a lot of people are like always like they always think that, oh, these foundations, it's just for tax evasion.
Hmm.
That's kind of true, actually. If you got like the reason why, not this is not the sole reason, but there's a law in the U.S. where if you have a foundation, you could store that money there. The money that goes into those foundation is untaxable.
Okay.
So that's why when billionaires, they have foundations, and all the people is like, oh man, this is just for tax evasion and stuff like that,
Mm.
and that has become like a saying, and like that has become a predicament towards like all these billionaires nowadays. Like when LeBron James makes a school,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Oh,
And
he actually got hate for that.
yeah, dude. LeBron gets hate everywhere, bro. You got like when LeBron makes a school, or like when like Robert Downey or somebody or any celebrity that makes foundations. It's like people will think that it's to evade tax, but that's not the case. Like you don't really know what's the reason behind these foundations. So like that's like the second reason why like people don't really like billionaires. It's because like they want to avoid tax as possible, because the richer you are, the more tax you pay, man.
Yep.
And even in like now with like the tax raising like to billionaires, like a lot, like when America, Joe Biden was in is in presidency, he raised tax for like rich people to like how many percent? Like
Mhm.
35%. Like that's mad, and people are now moving out of California because of that. Millionaires, moving out of California.
But the funny thing about that is, if you think about it in the grand scheme of things, his tax plan, I think, only affected like 0.5% of the population, because only 0.5% of the people have that much money,
Yeah, that's
have
true.
like a
That's
million
true.
dollars
Yeah,
in their
yeah.
bank account. So the ones who's weeping, the ones who's like crying and stuff, and the ones who's actually going to be affected with his tax hike,
Mm.
it's actually those
Those
those those
1.1%.
millionaires.
Yeah.
And I don't know, I think it's an interesting conversation actually, because on one hand we sort of make these billionaires as our celebrities,
Yeah.
but on the other hand, like, you have people like vilifying them and saying
Mm.
that they don't deserve that much wealth. Well, I'm sort of like right in the middle, where I think that a lot of these billionaires, low key, they just inherited a lot of it. Like the ones who are billionaires because they're the family of Disney, or the ones that are billionaires because
Mm-hmm.
they're the family of what is it, Walmart. The family of Walmart, they're like one of the richest people in the world. But on the other hand, like, you have these people who are leading companies and making our lives a lot
Yeah.
better, sort of, and they deserve, in my opinion, every dime. For instance, like Tim Cook. Like, Tim Cook just turned into a billionaire, I think, last year because of the shares that he has on Apple.
Oh, dude, Apple's has been
And I
crazy.
think, dude, like, look at the products that Apple has made for society. Like, it's crazy. Like, it's so, like, I've never seen a company that gives a product that their customers love so much. So, like, what else are we gonna buy other than an iPhone? What money are we gonna spend other than an iPhone? Like $1,000? Like, nothing other than this piece of device that does everything for us with a good OS, a great OS, like an overall good ecosystem. And who's the leader on top of that? Like, who's the one taking charge? Who's the one like making sure that everything gets done? Tim Cook. So I think he deserves like all the money in the world, and all that nine-figure dollar bill, And people like him, you should stop hating. But maybe people like who inherited the
Oh
money,
yeah,
then
yeah.
that's a different conversation.
Yeah, yeah. It just depends on like who the billionaire is actually. Like
Yep.
it just depends like what he's done with everything, like what he's done and what his products like
Yeah.
change the world. Like I would say, yeah, like Tim Cook,
Yeah.
Bill Gates,
Yep.
revolutionaries. But yeah, I mean, till now, even though we've known that, there's still a lot of hate, even though they've done all of that stuff. Like the recent rumor, I mean, it's not that recent. A lot of people are hating on Elon Musk right now because there was a controversy. Well, I didn't know. It's not. I don't know if it's straight facts, but his wealth, they say, is not something that he accumulated himself. So a lot of people say that he got it from his parents who were like in an emerald mine. Yeah, you know that?
Yep. Yep.
You know rumor? And like, okay, then where's your facts? Like, it's like people are just spotting out these like rumors about Elon Musk, and Elon doesn't care, man. He just goes to like Joe Rogan podcast, watches anime, but it's not gonna affect them a lot. So like, I don't know. I don't. That's why I don't really understand why these people just like hate.
Yeah. So, okay, here's the thing that here's my perspective on billionaires, right? I think if once you've reached billionaire status, you're like way out there. And I think if you're already in that realm of wealth, it means that society sort of trusts the service or products that you provide to the community.
Mm-hmm.
Just as simple as that. Like, Elon Musk, why is he a billionaire? Because he makes freaking good cars. Like, he's literally whooping the asses of like BMW, Mercedes single-handedly by himself, like with his wits and everything,
Mm-hmm.
and basically revolutionized the entire electric vehicle industry. And which is why he's a billionaire right now,
Yeah.
because society believes on his products. We believe that they are good products, and we believe that it's the many steps that we should take to better our planet with these EV vehicles that doesn't produce any combustion.
And he's going to Mars though. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? He's going to Mars.
and yeah, I mean, just like credit. We need to give credit
When credit's due.
where credit's due.
Yeah, if he goes to Mars, man, all the haters is just like, "Hey, man, I'm sorry, bro." Like that's just, like you like running a car company and like a space company is like not an
Dude,
easy
I
feat.
think he's running like a few companies at once, which is
Yeah, the
crazy,
boring
dude.
company.
Yeah.
He's running a lot of things, and like I think one quote from Elon Musk that's like crazy. Like it was from a Joe Rogan podcast, and he said that it's the hardest thing that he's done is Tesla. You know
Yeah.
why? Because there are only two car companies in the in the United States that are based in the United States. It's just Tesla and Ford.
Yeah, it's
There's
crazy.
no other American car companies out there. Everyone went bankrupt.
Yep.
That's
and it's either from
crazy.
Europe or Japan. It's crazy.
Either from Europe or Japan. So like this is like how much of a boss he is, bro. Like
Yeah.
he's such a boss.
Yep. And props also. Yeah, that's why like maybe shit on Mark Zuckerberg because I think his products like Facebook, Instagram,
Right.
low key ruin a lot of people's lives. I think, even though it might have empowered some too, but
Yeah.
if with Elon Musk, with like Amazon, I think like and with Apple, with Tim
Yeah,
Cook,
yeah.
I think they deserve all the money in the world.
Yeah.
Well, I think before we touch on our top three, I think what countries in the world are actually scared of is, if I'm not mistaken, I think the 30% of the world's wealth or something crazy like that is only it's accumulated in like a few companies around the world. Like we can say like the big five in the US, like Facebook, Google, Amazon. I think people are just concerned about the power that these companies are getting. Like the amount of wealth that Apple has accumulated is comparable to first world countries, like the bank account of France. It's like something crazy like that.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're scared of. Like the fact that these billionaires are so powerful, they have wealth comparable to first world countries, and who the hell knows what they're gonna do in the next meeting? They might Google might be like, you know what? Let's shut down all the services and cause world
Man.
chaos.
Yeah, it just depends. Like those kind of thoughts, like those like conspiracies and stuff. Like there's a possibility.
There is a possibility.
There is a possibility, but
Like literally, we're so dependent on these companies that if they shut it down, like one day these guys were like, you know what? We're shutting everything down, dude. There's gonna be world chaos.
I know. The world chaos is always a possibility, but I would say that's like the least scenario because for me, there's no merit to them. There's no merit for them to like shut down everything because I know that's basically world domination,
Mhm.
but it's if something like that happened, there's a lot of people. Of course, there's a lot of people who are opposed to it. So I
And that's why they have like board members and stuff.
board
like
members and maybe like something like the Geneva Convention.
that.
Maybe like a conference where hey, you billionaires, you're doing too much.
Yeah.
Do less.
And that's what Europe has been doing. That's what China has been doing. A lot of countries, even the US right now, is starting to move into that direction.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man.
All right, Mal, let's dive in straight to our top three billionaires, and I'm gonna give you the first pick. If you pick one,
you go first, bro.
all right, you want me to go first?
Yeah,
All right.
yeah.
Okay. My first pick. This is a billionaire that I think he's very inspirational to me because he is the owner of one of my favorite basketball teams in the NBA, Mark Cuban.
Mark Cuban.
I mean, that guy is so cool. Like, he is what? He's a billionaire from the .com bubble, right?
Yeah.
He's a billionaire from the .com bubble, and then from his tech company and so on and so forth. Like he was able to purchase a very successful NBA franchise from the point he took over. Like before that, like the Dallas Mavericks was nothing, and he turned it into a Western Conference powerhouse. And I think
He won a ring, bro.
he won a ring, and I think he deserves all the credit for all the efforts that he puts. Like he's in every game, like he's super involved. You know how those billionaires that's not like that they I own a basketball team, but I don't know half the players in my team. Like Mark Cuban's not that. Like he's actually super engaged with the entire process of like drafting new players, trades, and I don't know, dude. I think he's just a super cool guy.
Yeah, man, and he's in Shark Tank.
Hey, there's that
That's one of
too.
my favorite shows. I think you guys should watch Shark Tank if you want to know. So basically Shark Tank is a show where you pitch ideas like company ideas, and then like judges like Mark Cuban. There's billionaires, Mark Cuban. There's Mr. Wonderful. So these moguls, they will judge your product and they will offer you like some sort of like equity to your company, and it's one of my favorite shows. And Mark Cuban is the best judge because he's a really smart guy, and he always gets like the best offers, and like he's a smart guy. I like Mike Cuban, dude.
All right, dude. Who's your number one pick?
My number one pick has got to be, all right, Steve Ballmer. And if you guys don't know who Steve Ballmer is, he is the owner of the Clippers. Now, here's why. Here's two reasons why he's a badass. One, he was the CFO of Microsoft.
Yep.
He was a part. No, I'm not CFO. I don't know if he's CFO, but he's a part owner of Microsoft, and he's every time when my Bill Gates just like announces a Microsoft product, he's always like the hype man. Yeah, yo, we got this new product. He's saying like, and he's always his energy has been the same since like he was the owner of the Clippers. Every time every time he's like watching a game, he's always like coming up with crazy ideas to make the crowd go in. He keeps like shooting like jerseys to like freaking.
Yeah, he's very energetic.
He's a very entertaining guy, and for a guy his age, it's just like he's loud, and then he's so entertaining to watch. Like,
Yeah, so where I actually have a book by Satya Nadella. He's the current CEO of Microsoft.
Yeah.
He's an Indian immigrant who moved to the U.S. And he was an engineer and someone who worked under Steve Ballmer and Bill Gates.
Yeah.
And then he told stories of how basically Steve Ballmer at one point like saved Microsoft, dude. Like Microsoft was dipping, and then Steve Ballmer with his strategies and with his persona managed to get them out of that dip.
Yeah, dude.
So, dude, like, yeah, he's
a smart guy.
dude. Yeah.
Yeah, like apart from his like energetic, himself, he's a smart guy. Like, you gotta give it to Steve Ballmer, and I hope the Clippers win this season. Hey, let's go.
Hey, that's nice. All right. For my number 2 billionaire in my top 3 draft, I'm going to have to go with this guy, Mr. Kanye West.
Kanye West.
Dude,
wait, is he a billionaire?
He is one of the richest African American in the world. He's, I think, one of the richest black person in the world. He's like, I think, I'm not exactly sure about his figure and his net worth, but it was all because of his Yeezy line, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Basically, that line boomed in like 2016, 17, 18. Everyone was buying his products, and then because he was like a part share owner or something like that, like I'm not entirely sure, with Adidas, he became a billionaire. He's just like this crazy fashion mogul that changed the idea of how a shoe should look like. I mean, if it wasn't for a Yeezy, we would think those blocky shoes look disgusting.
Yeah.
But with his take, with his design, it actually looks pretty dope.
Yeah, Yeezy. I remember a lot of people used Yeezys, and back in the day, they have to buy it from like resellers, right?
Yeah.
And now, like that, I think that started the resell sneaker culture. Like,
yes,
everyone's just like buying retail from the US, and they just resell. They mark up the price, and then like
10x.
10x. And then I remember like when the first Yeezys came, it was a raffle, and there's like
crazy
1,000 people.
Yep.
Wants to buy the shoes, and like why? It's just a shoe. It's like,
that's why, dude,
I never can understand
the
that.
crazy hype culture he was able to build.
Yeah.
That's why like he's a billionaire, And okay, what I also like about Kanye West is his shoes are actually hella comfortable, dude.
Yeah, they're comfortable.
Like I've never owned a Yeezy before, but I've tried a few times. I'm like, dude, these are so comfortable. I'm so hyped for his new shoe that looks exactly like a sandal. No. So it's like a foam runner. So literally, you wear it without like, you can wear it with a sock, but literally there's no laces.
Yeah.
There's no strap or anything. It's like a slipper. It's like a slip on.
Oh dang.
But it's a shoe, and
dang.
it looks so cool, Mal. And he said he wants to sell it for $30.
$30?
But it's not gonna happen. Adidas is gonna be like, hey, bro, we're
Yeah.
gonna sell it for $200. I'm sorry, bro. Hey, it's capitalism.
Oh my god.
Right, Mal? You're number 2.
All right, my number 2 has gotta be Warren Buffett.
Okay.
So if you don't
That's
know,
a really good pick, Mal.
Warren Buffett is so he's like he has a company called Berkshire Hathaway. It's a public holding company, but he's very famous for his investing. He's like an investor. He's a trader basically. And this guy, if you ever if you were taking a finance class or like a business class, of course you've like heard of Warren Buffett, and he's very smart in trading. And Berkshire Hathaway, like a stock can go now is like 350,000 per share, and what makes it successful because Berkshire Hathaway they hold like Geico, like a lot of like really top brand American companies, Geico and like
Coca-Cola. They also had a bit of Apple, and then
Yeah,
they had I think the big companies they have.
the big companies, and he has like if you want to learn how to like invest like a boss or like trade like a boss, you have to learn from Warren Buffett. I think one of his most prominent lessons is that he never invests in gold. Like I can, I can get that because he said that gold is something that's unstable, and I don't want to get into the details, but like yeah, there's a lot of things that you can learn from him, and I just like his friendship with
Bill Gates.
Bill Gates.
It's so cute, dude.
Every time they go to like a mall to buy like furniture, it's like, damn, dude, those two guys' net worth in that one building can like buy Indonesia at that point. Like, dude, that's like every time they're both in the room, man. Every time they're both in the room, I don't know who pays for like the food, Like it's either they don't care like who pays back. It's just like, yo, don't need to pay me, man. I got this. Yeah, man. You say
I got this today, tomorrow, and for 50 years. I got
50
it.
years. And Warren Buffett is just enjoying his life right now. His diet is basically McDonald's.
Yeah, dude.
Every day, McDonald's, cheeseburger, and Coca-Cola.
Yeah.
And how old is he? He's like 78, right? He's almost 80 or something.
Yeah, he's almost 80, dude. That's why, dude. It's all in the mind, ma.
Dude.
If you're enjoying life, you can go into that.
Freaking
Hey, if you're
crazy.
enjoying life and you have a couple of guac in the bank, dude, no burger can kill you, bro.
Oh, dude, yeah, that's also the same as my grandpa. Like my grandpa, he's 81 years old.
Yeah.
He still drinks beer 3 times a day.
Hey, dude, it's on the mind.
It's
dude.
all about in the mind, bro. It's all about the mentality.
Yeah. Hey, mom. But Bill Gates also likes to drink a lot of Diet Coke. Like he drinks
Diet
like
Coke?
he's drinking 6 or 7 Diet Cokes a
Dang.
day. So I don't know what's. Yeah, I think they're addicted.
Dude, they're addicted. All right, what's your number 1, bro?
Okay, my number 1 is I think this guy, Warren Buffett, praised him as one of the best managers he has seen in his entire 50-year career as an entrepreneur and as a investment mogul and whatever he is. It's Tim Cook.
Tim Cook.
Yeah.
Tim
So you should know that. Okay, Steve Jobs brought Apple to let's say this point.
Yeah.
But Tim Cook, which we thought would just keep it steady, he brought it into another level with the services such as iCloud that's doing like crazy shit right now with our storage, Apple TV, the subscription model, Apple Music, Apple Watch, and the iPhones that's coming out, the iPads, the MacBooks. It's all amazing products, and they all came under his leadership.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I also have Apple stocks, and I listened to their investment call for quarter 1 and their earnings for Q1, and they had like record earnings that beat all of the big tech companies such as Microsoft. Like they beat the shit out of them.
Yeah.
And what's crazy? Okay, look at this product, right? You would say it's got a pretty decent build quality, right?
Yeah.
It's got a pretty decent build quality. Well, these fuckers in their products had an average of 40% profit margin in all of their product lines.
40%.
So it's crazy. So they're able to fool the hell out of their customers to pay almost 2x of what it's actually worth.
Yeah.
Because why? Because they make such amazing products.
Yeah, that's
Like there's no excuse. Like
reliable. Macs are reliable.
Yeah, Macs are reliable.
Yeah, but they're just expensive.
They're just expensive, but people still buy it because of
Yeah,
what?
bro.
Because it's a good product.
Yeah, bro.
Coming back to my earlier argument before, all right, you might be a billionaire. If you inherit from your mom and your dad, well, I don't give a shit. But if you made it from the ground up and you're able to manage product, you manage to create products that actually help and empower our society, well, bro, you deserve all the guac in your bank,
Yeah,
man.
that's true. That's true.
So yeah, Tim Cook.
Tim Cook number one.
All right, what about you? Who's in number one?
My number one. All right, my number one is. Actually, wait. Okay, my number one is got to be the GOAT, Michael Jordan. All right.
Oh yeah, he's a billionaire. I forgot.
You don't know, bro. He's a billionaire.
That's crazy, dude.
Dudes, aside from being debatably,
Hey,
because I'm a LeBron fan.
I'm a LeBron fan too.
I'm a LeBron fan too, but dude, Jordan, the reason why he's a billionaire is because people overlook how smart of a businessman he is. Okay, he's low key is such a smart businessman. Like, who else makes a shoe brand that like lasts for like decades and years? You know, after you retire, like everybody's is still buying Jordans for like basketball, and it's such a big brand, and like not only the shoes, the apparel, and it's everywhere, and like I don't like. That's the type of athlete I would say the ideal athlete is Michael Jordan. Every athlete should be like Michael Jordan because like you also gotta think ahead. Like after what you retire, like, how much can you like? What money? I mean, like how can I make money after that? Because after like in the NBA, you know, like you don't have like skills like you because like us like after graduation we go to work and we like have skills or our like field of study, right? But athletes don't really have that because they're like, you know, sports and they play sports. So just knowing like how to make value of his brand, of himself, and a lot of people still buy his products. He's a smart guy, you know. He's a smart guy.
He's an icon.
He is an icon.
Literally, he's an icon.
Yeah, he's an icon,
and he's an icon that's recognizable around the world. And yeah, dude, I love that pick, man.
Yeah, dude,
no debating with that pick.
He not the GOAT, but you know he's the GOAT right now in the business world. You know, so yeah, bro, that's our episode of today.
It was an interesting
conversation. So
hey, hopefully we record this podcast, and in 10, 20 years, when we've made that guap, we'll be like, hey, remember that time where we talked about billionaires?
We're billionaires.
Yeah. Amen. That's all I can say.
Amen. Yo, thanks for
alright, guys.
watching.
Thanks for tuning in. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Peace.